CLEP Principles of Management Chain of Command. Question 1. When executives choose broad long-term goals for the whole organization in a customer service center for the Brookside unit, which concept is being applied? Option A. Operational planning. Option B. Work scheduling. Option C. Strategic planning. Option D. Performance appraisal. The correct answer is option C. Strategic planning. Strategic planning fits because strategic planning sets organization-wide direction over a longer time horizon. Operational planning is different because it focuses on short-term day-to-day activities, work scheduling is different because it assigns timing to tasks, and performance appraisal is different because it evaluates employee results. Question 2. After employees work harder when they believe effort leads to performance and performance leads to valued rewards at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit, which label best fits the action? Option A. Equity theory. Option B. Reinforcement theory. Option C. Bureaucracy. Option D. Expectancy theory. The correct answer is option D. Expectancy theory. Expectancy theory fits because expectancy theory connects effort, performance, and outcomes. Equity theory is different because it centers on fairness comparisons. Reinforcement theory is different because it focuses on consequences after behavior, and bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes rules and hierarchy. Question 3. If a manager postpones addressing a conflict and hopes it disappears in a multinational company for the Brookside unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A. Forcing. Option B. Avoidance. Option C. Collaboration. Option D. Mediation. The correct answer is option B. Avoidance. Avoidance fits because avoidance delays or withdraws from conflict rather than solving it directly. Forcing is different because it uses authority to impose a solution. Collaboration is different because it openly works through both sides' concerns, and mediation is different because it uses a neutral facilitator. Question 4. To analyze a case where managers oversee the process that turns materials, labor, and information into goods or services at a new startup for the Brookside unit, which term should be selected? Option A. Operations management. Option B. Human resource management. Option C. Strategic alliance. Option D. Equity theory. The correct answer is option A. Operations management. Operations management fits because operations management focuses on transforming inputs into valuable outputs. Human resource management is different because it focuses on people systems. Strategic alliance is different because it is cooperation between organizations, and equity theory is different because it explains fairness perceptions. Question 5. For an exam item where a manager defines a problem, lists alternatives, evaluates them, and selects a solution at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A. Grapevine. Option B. Equity theory. Option C. Laissez-faire leadership. Option D. Rational decision-making model. The correct answer is option D. Rational decision-making model. Rational decision-making model fits because the rational model uses a logical sequence to choose among alternatives. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication. Equity theory is different because it explains motivation through fairness, and laissez-faire leadership is different because it gives followers broad freedom. Question 6. In a workplace example where union representatives and management negotiate wages, hours, and working conditions inside a project team for the Brookside unit, which concept is tested? Option A. Collective bargaining. Option B. Mediation. Option C. Recruitment. Option D. Forecasting. The correct answer is option A. Collective bargaining. Collective bargaining fits because collective bargaining is the negotiation process between labor and management. Mediation is different because it uses a neutral helper in a dispute. Recruitment is different because it attracts job applicants, and forecasting is different because it estimates future conditions. Question 7. Before choosing an answer about a supervisor paraphrases an employee's concern before responding inside a training program for the Brookside unit, which concept should stand out? Option A. Filtering. Option B. Noise. Option C. Active listening. Option D. Downward control. The correct answer is option C. Active listening. Active listening fits because active listening checks understanding and shows attention to the speaker. Filtering is different because it distorts information before it reaches the receiver. Noise is different because it interferes with communication, and downward control is different because it is not a standard communication concept. Question 8. One manager notices that a supervisor is responsible for 12 direct reports during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A. Chain of command. Option B. Unity of direction. Option C, job specification. Option D, span of control. The correct answer is option D, span of control. Span of control fits because span of control is the number of employees reporting directly to a manager. Chain of command is different because it shows reporting lines rather than number of reports. Unity of direction is different because it aligns activities under one plan, and job specification is different because it lists qualifications. Question 9. Could a case where a supervisor motivates employees and guides them toward a shared goal within a nonprofit organization for the Brookside unit best point to which concept? Option A, planning. Option B, leading. Option C, organizing. Option D, controlling. The correct answer is option B, leading. Leading fits because leading focuses on influencing, motivating, and directing people. Planning is different because it is about setting direction before action. Organizing is different because it designs responsibilities and relationships, and controlling is different because it compares results with standards. Question 10. Why would a scenario where a company creates separate units for consumer products, business products, and services inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit most likely test which idea? Option A, functional structure. Option B, divisional structure. Option C, simple structure. Option D, staff authority. The correct answer is option B, divisional structure. Divisional structure fits because a divisional structure groups work around products, customers, or regions. Functional structure is different because it groups by specialized activities. Simple structure is different because it has little formalization and few departments, and staff authority is different because it gives advice rather than a full divisional design. Question 11. Where does a team generates many ideas before judging any of them in a customer service center for the Brookside unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, brainstorming. Option B, groupthink. Option C, arbitration. Option D, budgeting. The correct answer is option A, brainstorming. Brainstorming fits because brainstorming separates idea generation from evaluation to encourage creativity. Groupthink is different because it pressures members toward agreement. Arbitration is different because it lets a third party decide a dispute, and budgeting is different because it plans financial resources. Question 12. Should a student connect a firm uses digital systems to sell, serve customers and coordinate operations at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit with which management concept? Option A, job analysis. Option B, autocratic leadership. Option C, mediation. Option D, e-business. The correct answer is option D, e-business. E-business fits because e-business uses internet and digital technologies to conduct business processes. Job analysis is different because it studies work duties. Autocratic leadership is different because it centralizes decisions, and mediation is different because it helps parties reach agreement. Question 13. Which concept is shown when a leader recognizes frustration in a team and responds calmly in a multinational company for the Brookside unit? Option A, technical skill. Option B, benchmarking. Option C, emotional intelligence. Option D, span of control. The correct answer is option C, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence fits because emotional intelligence involves understanding and managing emotions in oneself and others. Technical skill is different because it concerns specialized job knowledge. Benchmarking is different because it compares practices with leaders, and span of control is different because it counts direct reports. Question 14. An organization relies on written rules, hierarchy, specialization, and formal procedures at a new startup for the Brookside unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, adhocracy. Option B, bureaucracy. Option C, grapevine. Option D, job enrichment. The correct answer is option B, bureaucracy. Bureaucracy fits because bureaucracy is a formal structure built around rules, hierarchy, and defined roles. Adhocracy is different because it is flexible and innovation-oriented. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication, and job enrichment is different because it redesigns work for motivation. Question 15. During a management case, a team writes a goal that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, vision statement. Option B, grapevine. Option C, SMART goal. Option D, bureaucracy. The correct answer is option C, SMART goal. SMART goal fits because SMART goals are clear enough to guide action and evaluate results. Vision statement is different because it describes a desired future rather than a measurable target. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication, and bureaucracy is different because it is a formal rule-based structure. Question 16. How should a manager classify a situation where two departments search for a solution that fully addresses both sides' concerns inside a project team for the Brookside unit? Option A, collaboration. Option B, avoidance. Option C, forcing. Option D, compromise. The correct answer is option A, collaboration. Collaboration fits because collaboration tries to create a win-win outcome by addressing underlying interests. Avoidance is different because it postpones or ignores the conflict. Forcing is different because it uses power to win at the other's expense, and compromise is different because it requires each side to give up something. Question 17. When a team ignores warning signs because members want agreement more than realistic evaluation inside a training program for the Brookside unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, constructive conflict. Option B, benchmarking. Option C, equity theory. Option D, groupthink. The correct answer is option D, groupthink. Groupthink fits because groupthink occurs when pressure for harmony weakens critical thinking. Constructive conflict is different because it encourages useful disagreement. Benchmarking is different because it compares with best practices, and equity theory is different because it focuses on perceived fairness. Question 18. After a new customer segment appears in the market during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, weakness. Option B, strength. Option C, opportunity. Option D, policy. The correct answer is option C, opportunity. Opportunity fits because an opportunity is an external condition the organization can use to improve results. Weakness is different because it is inside the organization, strength is different because it is an internal advantage, and policy is different because it is a general decision guideline. Question 19. If managers recognize that social needs and group norms affect productivity within a nonprofit organization for the Brookside unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, scientific management. Option B, classical bureaucracy. Option C, human relations approach. Option D, PERT. The correct answer is option C, human relations approach. Human relations approach fits because the human relations approach emphasizes people, morale, and social factors at work. Scientific management is different because it emphasizes efficient task methods. Classical bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes formal rules and hierarchy, and PERT is different because it schedules project activities. Question 20. To analyze a case where branch managers are allowed to solve local customer problems without headquarters approval inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit, which term should be selected? Option A, decentralization. Option B, centralization. Option C, bureaucracy. Option D, forecasting. The correct answer is option A, decentralization. Decentralization fits because decentralization gives lower levels more authority to make decisions. Centralization is different because it keeps authority at the top, bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes rules and hierarchy, and forecasting is different because it estimates future conditions. Question 21. For an exam item where employees worry a new system will reduce their status or job security in a customer service center for the Brookside unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, empowerment. Option B, benchmarking. Option C, resistance to change. Option D, orientation. The correct answer is option C, resistance to change. Resistance to change fits because resistance to change often comes from fear, uncertainty, or perceived loss. Empowerment is different because it gives people more discretion. Benchmarking is different because it compares against best practices, and orientation is different because it introduces employees to the organization. Question 22. In a workplace example where a new competitor enters the market with lower prices at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit, which concept is tested? Option A, strength. Option B, opportunity. Option C, procedure. Option D, threat. The correct answer is option D, threat. Threat fits because a threat is an external condition that can harm performance. Strength is different because it is an internal advantage, opportunity is different because it is an external positive condition, and procedure is different because it is a sequence of steps. Question 23. Before choosing an answer about managers set expected revenues and spending limits for a department in a multinational company for the Brookside unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, organization chart. Option B, budget. Option C, job description. Option D, grapevine. The correct answer is option B, budget. Budget fits because a budget is a financial plan that helps allocate and control resources. Organization chart is different because it shows formal reporting relationships. Job description is different because it lists position duties, and grapevine is different because it is informal communication. Question 24. One manager notices that a team member reduces tension and encourages quieter members to participate at a new startup for the Brookside unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, task role. Option B, maintenance role. Option C, program decision. Option D, line authority. The correct answer is option B, maintenance role. Maintenance role fits because maintenance roles support group relationships and cohesion. Task role is different because it focuses directly on completing the work. Program decision is different because it handles routine problems, and line authority is different because it commands core work activities. Question 25. Could a case where a team produces the same output using fewer resources at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit best point to which concept? Option A, effectiveness. Option B, equity. Option C, efficiency. Option D, authority. The correct answer is option C, efficiency. Efficiency fits because efficiency means using resources wisely with minimal waste. Effectiveness is different because it means achieving the right goals. Equity is different because it concerns fairness, and authority is different because it is the right to make decisions. Question 26. Why would a scenario where a manager compares actual performance with standards and corrects a gap inside a project team for the Brookside unit most likely test which idea? Option A, planning. Option B, controlling. Option C, organizing. Option D, leading. The correct answer is option B, controlling. Controlling fits because controlling measures results, compares them with standards and triggers corrective action. Planning is different because it sets goals but does not measure completed results. Organizing is different because it assigns work and authority, and leading is different because it motivates people rather than evaluates variances. Question 27. Where does a manager has the formal right to make decisions and direct work inside a training program for the Brookside unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, responsibility. Option B, authority. Option C, accountability. Option D, motivation. The correct answer is option B, authority. Authority fits because authority is the legitimate right to command resources and give orders. Responsibility is different because it is the duty to perform assigned work. Accountability is different because it is being answerable for results, and motivation is different because it is the drive to act. Question 28. Should a student connect managers compare internal strengths and weaknesses with external opportunities and threats during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit with which management concept? Option A, SWOT analysis. Option B, PERT analysis. Option C, performance appraisal. Option D, collective bargaining. The correct answer is option A, SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis fits because SWOT analysis organizes internal and external factors for strategic planning. PERT analysis is different because it schedules complex project activities. Performance appraisal is different because it evaluates an employee's work, and collective bargaining is different because it negotiates labor agreements. Question 29. Which concept is shown when a manager chooses a satisfactory solution because time and information are limited within a nonprofit organization for the Brookside unit? Option A, bounded rationality. Option B, perfect rationality. Option C, brainstorming. Option D, management by exception. The correct answer is option A, bounded rationality. Bounded rationality fits because bounded rationality recognizes that managers cannot always make perfectly rational decisions. Perfect rationality is different because it assumes complete information and unlimited analysis. Brainstorming is different because it generates many ideas, and management by exception is different because it focuses attention on major deviations. Question 30. HR studies the tasks, duties, and requirements of a position inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, job enrichment. Option B, recruitment. Option C, collective bargaining. Option D, job analysis. The correct answer is option D, job analysis. Job analysis fits because job analysis collects information about what a job involves and what worker qualities it requires. Job enrichment is different because it redesigns work for motivation. Recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, and collective bargaining is different because it negotiates labor agreements. Question 31. During a management case, frontline supervisors plan specific daily activities and work routines in a customer service center for the Brookside unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, strategic planning. Option B, organization development. Option C, operational planning. Option D, benchmarking. The correct answer is option C, operational planning. Operational planning fits because operational planning deals with short-range tasks, procedures, and schedules. Strategic planning is different because it covers broad long-term direction. Organization development is different because it focuses on planned organizational change, and benchmarking is different because it compares practices with leading performers. Question 32. How should a manager classify a situation where a manager studies how changes in one department affect suppliers, employees, and customers at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit? Option A, scientific management. Option B, job specification. Option C, systems theory. Option D, downward communication. The correct answer is option C, systems theory. Systems theory fits because systems theory views the organization as interdependent parts within a larger environment. Scientific management is different because it focuses on efficient task design. Job specification is different because it lists worker qualifications, and downward communication is different because it describes message direction. Question 33. When a neutral third party hears a dispute and makes a binding decision in a multinational company for the Brookside unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, mediation. Option B, arbitration. Option C, brainstorming. Option D, job rotation. The correct answer is option B, arbitration. Arbitration fits because arbitration gives the third party authority to decide the outcome. Mediation is different because it helps parties negotiate without imposing a decision. Brainstorming is different because it generates ideas, and job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs. Question 34. After a culture prefers detailed rules and clear procedures to reduce ambiguity at a new startup for the Brookside unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, power distance. Option B, individualism. Option C, uncertainty avoidance. Option D, job rotation. The correct answer is option C, uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance fits because uncertainty avoidance describes how much people prefer structure over uncertainty. Power distance is different because it concerns acceptance of hierarchy. Individualism is different because it concerns personal independence. And job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs. Question 35. If employees learn skills needed for their current job at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, development. Option B, recruitment. Option C, compensation. Option D, training. The correct answer is option D, training. Training fits because training develops abilities that improve current job performance. Development is different because it prepares employees for broader future roles. Recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, and compensation is different because it provides pay and benefits. Question 36. To analyze a case where a team member keeps discussion focused on goals, facts, and deadlines inside a project team for the Brookside unit, which term should be selected? Option A, maintenance role. Option B, blocking role. Option C, task role. Option D, informal authority. The correct answer is option C, task role. Task role fits because task roles help the group accomplish its work. Maintenance role is different because it supports relationships and morale. Blocking role is different because it disrupts group progress, and informal authority is different because it comes from influence rather than position. Question 37. For an exam item where work is studied to find the most efficient way to perform each task inside a training program for the Brookside unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, human relations approach. Option B, scientific management. Option C, contingency theory. Option D, bureaucracy. The correct answer is option B, scientific management. Scientific management fits because scientific management emphasizes task analysis, standard methods, and efficiency. Human relations approach is different because it emphasizes social needs and worker attitudes. Contingency theory is different because it argues management depends on the situation, and bureaucracy is different because it emphasizes hierarchy and rules. Question 38. In a workplace example where a company identifies a patented process it owns as an advantage during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit, which concept is tested? Option A, threat. Option B, opportunity. Option C, strength. Option D, weakness. The correct answer is option C, strength. Strength fits because a strength is an internal positive capability or resource. Threat is different because it is an external danger, opportunity is different because it is an external positive condition, and weakness is different because it is an internal limitation. Question 39. Before choosing an answer about a leader focuses first on helping followers grow and succeed within a nonprofit organization for the Brookside unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, transactional leadership. Option C, servant leadership. Option D, scientific management. The correct answer is option C, servant leadership. Servant leadership fits because servant leadership prioritizes follower development, service, and trust. Autocratic leadership is different because it emphasizes command by the leader. Transactional leadership is different because it emphasizes performance exchanges, and scientific management is different because it emphasizes efficient work methods. Question 40. One manager notices that a leader makes decisions alone and expects quick compliance inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, democratic leadership. Option C, laissez-faire leadership. Option D, servant leadership. The correct answer is option A, autocratic leadership. Autocratic leadership fits because autocratic leadership centralizes authority in the leader. Democratic leadership is different because it invites participation, laissez-faire leadership is different because it gives followers wide freedom, and servant leadership is different because it emphasizes serving followers' needs. Question 41. Could a case where a manager sets objectives and chooses actions before work begins in a customer service center for the Brookside unit best point to which concept? Option A, organizing. Option B, planning. Option C, leading. Option D, controlling. The correct answer is option B, planning. Planning fits because planning is the function that defines goals and decides how to reach them. Organizing is different because it arranges resources after goals are set. Leading is different because it influences people to work toward goals, and controlling is different because it measures results against standards. Question 42. Why would a scenario where a leader rewards employees for meeting agreed performance targets at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit most likely test which idea? Option A, transformational leadership. Option B, servant leadership. Option C, situational leadership. Option D, transactional leadership. The correct answer is option D, transactional leadership. Transactional leadership fits because transactional leadership uses exchanges, rewards, and corrective actions. Transformational leadership is different because it inspires commitment to change. Servant leadership is different because it emphasizes serving followers, and situational leadership is different because it adapts style to readiness. Question 43. Where does a manager adapts decisions to different laws, cultures, currencies, and markets in a multinational company for the Brookside unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, domestic management only. Option B, job analysis. Option C, concurrent control. Option D, global management. The correct answer is option D, global management. Global management fits because global management requires leading and coordinating across national environments. Domestic management only is different because it focuses on one home country context. Job analysis is different because it studies one position, and concurrent control is different because it monitors current work. Question 44. Should a student connect a manager assigns a task and grants enough authority to complete it at a new startup for the Brookside unit with which management concept? Option A, centralization. Option B, job rotation. Option C, delegation. Option D, arbitration. The correct answer is option C, delegation. Delegation fits because delegation transfers responsibility for work along with the authority needed to do it. Centralization is different because it keeps authority near the top. Job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs, and arbitration is different because it uses a third party to make a binding dispute decision. Question 45. Which concept is shown when a manager chooses a leadership style based on the team's skill and the situation at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit? Option A, contingency theory. Option B, one best way approach. Option C, equity theory. Option D, centralization. The correct answer is option A, contingency theory. Contingency theory fits because contingency theory says effective management depends on situational factors. One best way approach is different because it assumes one method works everywhere. Equity theory is different because it focuses on fairness perceptions, and centralization is different because it concerns where authority is held. Question 46. A manager uses rewards and consequences to increase desired behavior inside a project team for the Brookside unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, equity theory. Option B, reinforcement theory. Option C, goal-setting theory. Option D, matrix structure. The correct answer is option B, reinforcement theory. Reinforcement theory fits because reinforcement theory explains behavior through its consequences. Equity theory is different because it focuses on fairness perceptions. Goal-setting theory is different because it emphasizes clear and challenging goals, and matrix structure is different because it creates dual reporting lines. Question 47. During a management case, a manager sends instructions and performance expectations to employees inside a training program for the Brookside unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, upward communication. Option B, downward communication. Option C, horizontal communication. Option D, grapevine. The correct answer is option B, downward communication. Downward communication fits because downward communication flows from higher levels to lower levels. Upward communication is different because it moves from employees to managers. Horizontal communication is different because it moves among peers, and grapevine is different because it is informal and unofficial. Question 48. How should a manager classify a situation where an engineer reports to both a functional manager and a project manager during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit? Option A, functional structure. Option B, matrix structure. Option C, centralization. Option D, job analysis. The correct answer is option B, matrix structure. Matrix structure fits because a matrix structure combines functional and project authority, creating dual reporting. Functional structure is different because it usually has one functional chain. Centralization is different because it refers to where decisions are made, and job analysis is different because it studies the content of a job. Question 49. When an employee is motivated by achievement, recognition, responsibility, and growth within a non-profit organization for the Brookside unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, Herzberg's two-factor theory. Option B, Maslow's hierarchy. Option C, equity theory. Option D, scientific management. The correct answer is option A, Herzberg's two-factor theory. Herzberg's two-factor theory fits because Herzberg separates motivators from hygiene factors and links motivators to job satisfaction. Maslow's hierarchy is different because it organizes human needs in levels. Equity theory is different because it focuses on fairness of reward ratios, and scientific management is different because it focuses on task efficiency. Question 50. After a leader changes direction and support based on follower readiness inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, situational leadership. Option B, autocratic leadership. Option C, bureaucratic management. Option D, job enrichment. The correct answer is option A, situational leadership. Situational leadership fits because situational leadership adapts leader behavior to the maturity or readiness of followers. Autocratic leadership is different because it consistently centers decisions on the leader. Bureaucratic management is different because it emphasizes formal rules, and job enrichment is different because it redesigns jobs for motivation. Question 51. If a project manager maps task sequences and dependencies for a complex project in a customer service center for the Brookside unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, Gantt chart. Option B, job description. Option C, PERT chart. Option D, policy. The correct answer is option C, PERT chart. PERT chart fits because PERT helps plan and control projects with interdependent activities. Gantt chart is different because it focuses on task timing bars. Job description is different because it lists duties, and policy is different because it gives broad guidance. Question 52. To analyze a case where a production manager directly supervises employees who make the company's product at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit, which term should be selected? Option A, staff authority. Option B, line authority. Option C, informal authority. Option D, mediation. The correct answer is option B, line authority. Line authority fits because line authority is direct authority over core work activities. Staff authority is different because it provides advice and support. Informal authority is different because it comes from relationships rather than formal position, and mediation is different because it helps parties settle a dispute. Question 53. For an exam item where employees can trace who reports to whom from supervisor to executive in a multinational company for the Brookside unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, job enrichment. Option B, chain of command. Option C, benchmarking. Option D, equity theory. The correct answer is option B, chain of command. Chain of command fits because the chain of command shows the formal line of authority. Job enrichment is different because it adds motivating responsibility to work. Benchmarking is different because it compares performance with best practices, and equity theory is different because it concerns perceived fairness. Question 54. In a workplace example where a company reinforces a new process until it becomes the normal way to work at a new startup for the Brookside unit, which concept is tested? Option A, unfreezing. Option B, refreezing. Option C, storming. Option D, forecasting. The correct answer is option B, refreezing. Refreezing fits because refreezing stabilizes a change so the new behavior lasts. Unfreezing is different because it prepares people for change, storming is different because it is a team development stage, and forecasting is different because it estimates future conditions. Question 55. Before choosing an answer about an employee accepts the duty to complete an assigned task at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, responsibility. Option B, authority. Option C, accountability. Option D, centralization. The correct answer is option A, responsibility. Responsibility fits because responsibility is the obligation to perform assigned work. Authority is different because it is the right to direct work. Accountability is different because it is answerability for outcomes, and centralization is different because it keeps decisions at higher levels. Question 56. One manager notices that employees are grouped into departments such as finance, marketing, and operations inside a project team for the Brookside unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, functional structure. Option B, divisional structure. Option C, matrix structure. Option D, virtual team. The correct answer is option A, functional structure. Functional structure fits because a functional structure groups people by similar skills or activities. Divisional structure is different because it groups by product, customer, or geography. Matrix structure is different because it creates dual reporting lines, and virtual team is different because it works across distance through technology. Question 57. Could a case where managers estimate future sales before setting staffing levels inside a training program for the Brookside unit best point to which concept? Option A, delegation. Option B, forecasting. Option C, job enrichment. Option D, mediation. The correct answer is option B, forecasting. Forecasting fits because forecasting predicts future conditions so managers can plan more intelligently. Delegation is different because it assigns responsibility and authority. Job enrichment is different because it adds motivating responsibility to a job, and mediation is different because it uses a neutral party to guide dispute resolution. Question 58. Why would a scenario where a neutral third party helps disputing employees reach their own agreement during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit most likely test which idea? Option A, arbitration. Option B, collective bargaining. Option C, mediation. Option D, groupthink. The correct answer is option C, mediation. Mediation fits because mediation guides the process without imposing a binding decision. Arbitration is different because it usually gives the third-party decision power. Collective bargaining is different because it is labor management negotiation, and groupthink is different because it is pressure toward agreement. Question 59. Where does a company gives managers broad guidance for handling customer refunds within a non-profit organization for the Brookside unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, procedure. Option B, policy. Option C, rule. Option D, vision. The correct answer is option B, policy. Policy fits because a policy is a general guideline for recurring decisions. Procedure is different because it gives exact steps to follow. Rule is different because it states a specific required or prohibited action, and vision is different because it describes a desired future. Question 60. Should a student connect employees follow a required sequence for approving purchase orders inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit with which management concept? Option A, policy. Option B, mission. Option C, procedure. Option D, span of control. The correct answer is option C, procedure. Procedure fits because a procedure lists the steps for completing a recurring task. Policy is different because it is broader and less step-by-step. Mission is different because it states the organization's purpose, and span of control is different because it counts direct reports. Question 61. Which concept is shown when workers plan, schedule, monitor, and control much of their own work in a customer service center for the Brookside unit? Option A, traditional team. Option B, self-managed team. Option C, virtual organization. Option D, quality circle. The correct answer is option B, self-managed team. Self-managed team fits because self-managed teams have authority over many administrative and work process decisions. Traditional team is different because it relies more on a supervisor for direction. Virtual organization is different because it uses networks and technology across locations, and quality circle is different because it usually recommends improvements rather than manages all work. Question 62. A theorist emphasizes hierarchy, formal rules, and impersonal treatment at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, human relations management. Option B, bureaucratic management. Option C, transformational leadership. Option D, JIT inventory. The correct answer is option B, bureaucratic management. Bureaucratic management fits because bureaucratic management explains organizations through formal authority, rules, and specialization. Human relations management is different because it emphasizes social and psychological factors. Transformational leadership is different because it inspires change through vision, and JIT inventory is different because it reduces inventory holding. Question 63. During a management case, leaders explain why old habits must change before introducing a new system in a multinational company for the Brookside unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, refreezing. Option B, controlling. Option C, unfreezing. Option D, recruiting. The correct answer is option C, unfreezing. Unfreezing fits because unfreezing prepares people to let go of current behaviors and accept change. Refreezing is different because it stabilizes the new behavior. Controlling is different because it measures performance against standards, and recruiting is different because it attracts applicants. Question 64. How should a manager classify a situation where frontline employees send suggestions and problems to senior managers at a new startup for the Brookside unit? Option A, downward communication. Option B, horizontal communication. Option C, external communication. Option D, upward communication. The correct answer is option D, upward communication. Upward communication fits because upward communication flows from lower levels to higher levels. Downward communication is different because it flows from managers to employees. Horizontal communication is different because it flows across peers, and external communication is different because it crosses organizational boundaries. Question 65. When executives respond to a crisis the company has never faced before at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, program decision. Option B, procedure. Option C, standing plan. Option D, non-program decision. The correct answer is option D, non-program decision. Non-program decision fits because non-program decisions are novel, complex, and not solved by routine rules. Program decision is different because it handles repeated problems, procedure is different because it gives routine steps, and standing plan is different because it guides recurring situations. Question 66. After a manager must explain why a project missed its target inside a project team for the Brookside unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, authority. Option B, accountability. Option C, delegation. Option D, recruitment. The correct answer is option B, accountability. Accountability fits because accountability means being answerable for results. Authority is different because it is decision-making power. Delegation is different because it transfers work and authority to another person, and recruitment is different because it attracts job applicants. Question 67. If employees share unofficial information before management makes a formal announcement inside a training program for the Brookside unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, organization chart. Option B, policy manual. Option C, budget report. Option D, grapevine. The correct answer is option D, grapevine. Grapevine fits because the grapevine is the informal communication network inside an organization. Organization chart is different because it is a formal structure diagram. Policy manual is different because it gives official guidance, and budget report is different because it gives financial control information. Question 68. To analyze a case where a leader inspires employees with a vision for major change during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit, which term should be selected? Option A, transactional leadership. Option B, scientific management. Option C, budgetary control. Option D, transformational leadership. The correct answer is option D, transformational leadership. Transformational leadership fits because transformational leadership motivates people through vision, meaning and change. Transactional leadership is different because it focuses on exchanges and rewards. Scientific management is different because it focuses on task efficiency, and budgetary control is different because it monitors financial results. Question 69. For an exam item where employees in one culture expect strong hierarchy and unequal authority within a nonprofit organization for the Brookside unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, power distance. Option B, individualism. Option C, uncertainty avoidance. Option D, benchmarking. The correct answer is option A, power distance. Power distance fits because power distance describes how much a culture accepts unequal power distribution. Individualism is different because it concerns focus on self versus group. Uncertainty avoidance is different because it concerns comfort with ambiguity, and benchmarking is different because it compares best practices. Question 70. In a workplace example where an employee receives more tasks at the same skill level inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit, which concept is tested? Option A, job enlargement. Option B, job enrichment. Option C, job rotation. Option D, empowerment. The correct answer is option A, job enlargement. Job enlargement fits because job enlargement expands the number of similar tasks in a job. Job enrichment is different because it adds deeper responsibility and growth. Job rotation is different because it moves people among different jobs, and empowerment is different because it gives decision authority. Question 71. Before choosing an answer about everyone in the organization works continuously to improve quality and satisfy customers in a customer service center for the Brookside unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, scientific management. Option B, centralization. Option C, collective bargaining. Option D, total quality management. The correct answer is option D, total quality management. Total quality management fits because TQM emphasizes continuous improvement, customer focus, and employee involvement. Scientific management is different because it emphasizes task efficiency. Centralization is different because it concentrates decisions at the top, and collective bargaining is different because it negotiates labor terms. Question 72. One manager notices that employees share unwritten values about how work should be done at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, organization chart. Option B, budget. Option C, job specification. Option D, organizational culture. The correct answer is option D, organizational culture. Organizational culture fits because organizational culture is the shared values, beliefs, and assumptions of members. Organization chart is different because it shows formal structure. Budget is different because it allocates money, and job specification is different because it lists required qualifications. Question 73. Could a case where a supervisor assigns employees to shifts and sets task timing in a multinational company for the Brookside unit best point to which concept? Option A, job analysis. Option B, strategic vision. Option C, mediation. Option D, work scheduling. The correct answer is option D, work scheduling. Work scheduling fits because work scheduling determines when tasks and workers are needed. Job analysis is different because it studies duties and requirements. Strategic vision is different because it describes a desired future, and mediation is different because it helps resolve disputes. Question 74. Why would a scenario where leaders explain the organization's basic purpose and reason for existing at a new startup for the Brookside unit most likely test which idea? Option A, procedure. Option B, variance report. Option C, job specification. Option D, mission statement. The correct answer is option D, mission statement. Mission statement fits because a mission statement states what the organization does and why it exists. Procedure is different because it gives step-by-step instructions. Variance report is different because it compares actual results with standards, and job specification is different because it lists qualifications for a job. Question 75. Where does employees make small ongoing changes to improve a process at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, crisis management. Option B, job specification. Option C, continuous improvement. Option D, autocratic leadership. The correct answer is option C, continuous improvement. Continuous improvement fits because continuous improvement focuses on steady incremental gains. Crisis management is different because it responds to emergencies. Job specification is different because it lists qualifications, and autocratic leadership is different because it centralizes decisions in the leader. Question 76. Should a student connect? A leader gives capable experts broad freedom and little direct supervision inside a project team for the Brookside unit with which management concept? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, bureaucratic leadership. Option C, transactional leadership. Option D, laissez-faire leadership. The correct answer is option D, laissez-faire leadership. Laissez-faire leadership fits because laissez-faire leadership minimizes leader control and allows follower autonomy. Autocratic leadership is different because it is directive and centralized, bureaucratic leadership is different because it follows rules closely, and transactional leadership is different because it emphasizes rewards and corrections. Question 77. Which concept is shown when experts give anonymous opinions through several rounds of questionnaires inside a training program for the Brookside unit? Option A, town hall meeting. Option B, Delphi technique. Option C, functional structure. Option D, concurrent control. The correct answer is option B, Delphi technique. Delphi technique fits because the Delphi technique gathers expert judgment while reducing direct social pressure. Town hall meeting is different because it is open discussion rather than anonymous expert rounds. Functional structure is different because it groups similar activities, and concurrent control is different because it monitors current work. Question 78. A job is redesigned to include more responsibility, achievement, and growth during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, job enlargement. Option B, job enrichment. Option C, job rotation. Option D, job simplification. The correct answer is option B, job enrichment. Job enrichment fits because job enrichment adds motivating factors to the depth of a job. Job enlargement is different because it adds more tasks at the same level. Job rotation is different because it moves employees among jobs, and job simplification is different because it reduces task complexity. Question 79. During a management case, employees in marketing and operations coordinate work at the same level within a non-profit organization for the Brookside unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, downward communication. Option B, upward communication. Option C, horizontal communication. Option D, chain of command. The correct answer is option C, horizontal communication. Horizontal communication fits because horizontal communication occurs among people or units at similar levels. Downward communication is different because it flows down the hierarchy, upward communication is different because it flows up the hierarchy, and chain of command is different because it shows formal authority lines. Question 80. How should a manager classify a situation where a firm discovers its outdated software is hurting productivity inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit? Option A, weakness. Option B, strength. Option C, opportunity. Option D, threat. The correct answer is option A, weakness. Weakness fits because a weakness is an internal limitation that can reduce performance. Strength is different because it is an internal advantage, opportunity is different because it comes from a favorable external condition, and threat is different because it comes from an unfavorable external condition. Question 81. When middle managers convert broad goals into departmental actions in a customer service center for the Brookside unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, strategic planning. Option B, orientation. Option C, collective bargaining. Option D, tactical planning. The correct answer is option D, tactical planning. Tactical planning fits because tactical planning translates strategy into plans for units or departments. Strategic planning is different because it is broader and handled mainly by top management. Orientation is different because it introduces new employees to the organization, and collective bargaining is different because it is negotiation between labor and management. Question 82. After a company prepares a backup response in case a supplier fails at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, standing rule. Option B, contingency plan. Option C, job analysis. Option D, downward communication. The correct answer is option B, contingency plan. Contingency plan fits because a contingency plan prepares for possible future events or disruptions. Standing rule is different because it gives a continuing command for repeated behavior. Job analysis is different because it studies tasks and requirements, and downward communication is different because it flows from managers to employees. Question 83. If a company changes its processes to comply with new workplace safety rules in a multinational company for the Brookside unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, government regulation. Option B, grapevine. Option C, job enrichment. Option D, power distance. The correct answer is option A, Government regulation. Government regulation fits because government regulation sets legal requirements that organizations must follow. Grapevine is different because it is informal communication. Job enrichment is different because it adds motivating responsibility, and power distance is different because it is a cultural value dimension. Question 84. To analyze a case where an HR specialist advises managers about hiring rules without running their departments at a new startup for the Brookside unit, which term should be selected? Option A, staff authority. Option B, line authority. Option C, centralization. Option D, concurrent control. The correct answer is option A, staff authority. Staff authority fits because staff authority supports line managers with specialized advice. Line authority is different because it directly commands core work. Centralization is different because it concerns where decisions are made, and concurrent control is different because it monitors work in progress. Question 85. For an exam item where managers study broad principles such as unity of command and division of work at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit, which answer is most accurate? Option A, scientific management. Option B, administrative management. Option C, quantitative management. Option D, e-business. The correct answer is option B, administrative management. Administrative management fits because administrative management focuses on general principles for managing organizations. Scientific management is different because it focuses more on individual task efficiency. Quantitative management is different because it applies mathematical models, and e-business is different because it uses digital technology for business processes. Question 86. In a workplace example where a manager refuses to hide safety information even though disclosure may reduce profit inside a project team for the Brookside unit, which concept is tested? Option A, efficiency. Option B, business ethics. Option C, recruitment. Option D, matrix structure. The correct answer is option B, business ethics. Business ethics fits because business ethics concerns moral standards such as honesty, fairness, and responsibility. Efficiency is different because it concerns resource use. Recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, and matrix structure is different because it creates dual reporting. Question 87. Before choosing an answer about a leader asks employees for input before making an important decision inside a training program for the Brookside unit, which concept should stand out? Option A, autocratic leadership. Option B, democratic leadership. Option C, laissez-faire leadership. Option D, transactional leadership. The correct answer is option B, democratic leadership. Democratic leadership fits because democratic leadership involves participation and shared input. Autocratic leadership is different because it relies on leader-centered decision-making. Laissez-faire leadership is different because it provides minimal direction, and transactional leadership is different because it emphasizes exchanges of rewards for performance. Question 88. One manager notices that nearby countries reduce trade barriers and coordinate economic activity during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit. Which management idea is involved? Option A, regional economic integration. Option B, job specialization. Option C, performance appraisal. Option D, feedback control. The correct answer is option A, regional economic integration. Regional economic integration fits because regional economic integration occurs when countries cooperate economically within a region. Job specialization is different because it divides work into narrow tasks. Performance appraisal is different because it evaluates employees, and feedback control is different because it reviews completed results. Question 89. Could a case where a manager uses formal authority to impose a conflict decision quickly within a nonprofit organization for the Brookside unit best point to which concept? Option A, forcing. Option B, accommodation. Option C, collaboration. Option D, compromise. The correct answer is option A, forcing. Forcing fits because forcing is a win-lose style that relies on power or authority. Accommodation is different because it gives in to preserve harmony. Collaboration is different because it seeks mutual gains, and compromise is different because it splits concessions between sides. Question 90. Why would a scenario where workers are told that safety goggles must be worn in the lab inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit most likely test which idea? Option A, policy. Option B, strategy. Option C, empowerment. Option D, rule. The correct answer is option D, rule. Rule fits because a rule states exactly what must or must not be done. Policy is different because it offers broad guidance rather than a specific command. Strategy is different because it sets broad direction, and empowerment is different because it gives employees more decision authority. Question 91. Where does a supervisor formally evaluates an employee's job results against standards in a customer service center for the Brookside unit fit best in management terminology? Option A, job analysis. Option B, recruitment. Option C, orientation. Option D, performance appraisal. The correct answer is option D, performance appraisal. Performance appraisal fits because performance appraisal assesses how well an employee met performance expectations. Job analysis is different because it studies job duties, recruitment is different because it attracts applicants, and orientation is different because it introduces new hires. Question 92. Should a student connect a routine refund request is handled with an established policy at a family-owned business for the Brookside unit with which management concept? Option A, non-program decision. Option B, strategic alliance. Option C, job enrichment. Option D, program decision. The correct answer is option D, program decision. Program decision fits because program decisions use rules or procedures for recurring problems. Non-program decision is different because it addresses new and unusual situations. Strategic alliance is different because it is cooperation between firms, and job enrichment is different because it redesigns work. Question 93. Which concept is shown when a department head groups jobs, assigns authority, and allocates resources in a multinational company for the Brookside unit? Option A, organizing. Option B, planning. Option C, leading. Option D, controlling. The correct answer is option A, organizing. Organizing fits because organizing creates the structure needed to carry out a plan. Planning is different because it chooses goals before the structure is built. Leading is different because it motivates people rather than designs jobs, and controlling is different because it checks performance after standards exist. Question 94. Employees receive health insurance, paid leave, and retirement contributions at a new startup for the Brookside unit. Which term best matches the situation? Option A, base pay. Option B, benefits. Option C, selection. Option D, SWOT analysis. The correct answer is option B, benefits. Benefits fits because benefits are indirect forms of compensation beyond direct wages or salary. Base pay is different because it is direct wage or salary compensation. Selection is different because it chooses employees, and SWOT analysis is different because it reviews strategic factors. Question 95. During a management case, each side gives up part of what it wants to reach a settlement at a warehouse facility for the Brookside unit. Which idea is most relevant? Option A, collaboration. Option B, compromise. Option C, avoidance. Option D, accommodation. The correct answer is option B, compromise. Compromise fits because compromise resolves conflict through mutual concessions. Collaboration is different because it seeks a fuller win-win solution. Avoidance is different because it sidesteps the issue, and accommodation is different because it yields to the other side. Question 96. How should a manager classify a situation where leaders describe what the organization wants to become in the future inside a project team for the Brookside unit? Option A, role. Option B, vision statement. Option C, job description. Option D, concurrent control. The correct answer is option B, vision statement. Vision statement fits because a vision statement expresses an inspiring future state. Role is different because it states a specific required or prohibited behavior. Job description is different because it lists duties of a position, and concurrent control is different because it monitors work while it is happening. Question 97. When a diagram shows formal positions and reporting relationships inside a training program for the Brookside unit, which concept is being applied? Option A, balance sheet. Option B, SWOT table. Option C, organization chart. Option D, training plan. The correct answer is option C, organization chart. Organization chart fits because an organization chart visually displays formal authority and reporting lines. Balance sheet is different because it reports financial position. SWOT table is different because it summarizes strategic factors, and training plan is different because it develops employee skills. Question 98. After team members write ideas silently, discuss them, and rank the options during a manufacturing expansion for the Brookside unit, which label best fits the action? Option A, brainstorming. Option B, nominal group technique. Option C, grapevine. Option D, job analysis. The correct answer is option B, nominal group technique. Nominal group technique fits because the nominal group technique reduces dominance by collecting individual ideas before voting. Brainstorming is different because it usually encourages open idea generation, grapevine is different because it is informal communication, and job analysis is different because it studies work duties. Question 99. If major decisions must be approved by top executives within a nonprofit organization for the Brookside unit, which choice gives the strongest management explanation? Option A, decentralization. Option B, empowerment. Option C, centralization. Option D, horizontal communication. The correct answer is option C, centralization. Centralization fits because centralization concentrates decision authority at higher levels. Decentralization is different because it pushes authority to lower levels, empowerment is different because it gives employees more discretion, and horizontal communication is different because it flows among peers. Question 100. To analyze a case where an employee follows formal steps to challenge a contract violation inside a regional branch for the Brookside unit, which term should be selected? Option A, selection procedure. Option B, budgeting process. Option C, grievance procedure. Option D, brainstorming. The correct answer is option C, grievance procedure. Grievance procedure fits because a grievance procedure gives employees a formal path for resolving workplace complaints. Selection procedure is different because it screens job applicants, budgeting process is different because it plans financial resources, and brainstorming is different because it generates ideas before judging them.